Hey, what's up guys? Will here for GSM Arena. If you're on the hunt for a high-end compact phone, here are a couple of great options. If you want to go the Apple route, there's the iPhone 16, which came out not too long ago. Or there's Samsung's Galaxy S24, almost a year old by now, but still compact and solid all around. So which one is better for you? Let's put the iPhone 16 and Galaxy S24 head to head and find out. Neither the iPhone 16 nor the Galaxy S24 are top-tier flagships, but they're still compact and powerful phones. The design of both phones is quite clean, and they're nearly identical when it comes to size and weight. The iPhone uses ceramic shield glass, while the S24 uses Gorilla Glass Victus 2, but both phones have an aluminum frame. There's IP68 rated ingress protection on both phones too, but the iPhones have better protection against water. They can be submerged to up to 6 meters, instead of the usual 1.5. The iPhone has a dedicated hardware button called the Action Key, which can be used for launching shortcuts. And there's also the brand new camera control on this year's iPhones. You can use it to start the camera, to access and change settings on the fly, and of course to shoot photos and take videos, all without having to touch the display. Speaking of the display, the iPhone 16 has a 6.1-inch OLED with a high resolution and just a 60Hz refresh rate. The Galaxy S24 has a slightly larger OLED display at 6.2 inches, and it has a dynamic 120Hz refresh rate. This means swiping and scrolling appear much smoother to the eye on the Galaxy than on the iPhone. Both panels have excellent brightness, and while they both support HDR10+, the iPhone's screen also has support for Dolby Vision. The iPhone's panel is sharper at 460 ppi, but its large cutout is more intrusive than the one on the Samsung. The cutout is there to house both the selfie cam and the TOF camera. This enables a secure face unlock, which is used for all biometrics. And Apple has found a way to creatively use this space with its dynamic island function, which extends the bar to show relevant info and display shortcuts. The S24 doesn't have secure face unlock. For secure biometrics, you'll be using an ultrasonic under-display fingerprint reader. Both the iPhone 16 and Galaxy S24 have stereo speaker setups with very good loudness. The iPhone's sound is richer though, with more pronounced bass. Let's listen to compare. Of course, the phones run on very different software. We've got iOS versus Android here, and each does things its own way. Nowadays, manufacturers are excited to provide AI-based features, and Galaxy AI has quite a lot to offer in this regard. It's been around for a while now. Apple is on board with this as well, providing its own Apple Intelligence features. They were rolled out quite recently though, and the suite is not quite as expansive or refined as what you'd get on the Galaxy. When it comes to software support, Apple usually delivers 5 or 6 years of major OS updates. Samsung has promised 7 years of updates for the S24, which is a bit more, but the difference is marginal. Now let's talk about the performance. The iPhone 16 runs on Apple's new A18 chipset. The Galaxy S24 can come with one of two chipsets, depending on the market, either an Exynos 2400 or a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. In benchmarks, the iPhone 16 has the edge. Regardless, both phones have flagship-grade power under the hood for smooth multitasking and gaming, and you shouldn't be disappointed with either one. The iPhone 16 has a 3,561 mAh battery, compared to 4,000 on the Galaxy S24. But despite that difference, the iPhone 16 is the clear winner when it comes to battery life. It outscored the S24 in all of our tests, and earned an excellent overall active use score. The Galaxy score was solid, but nothing special. When it comes to charging speed, both phones were able to charge from 0 to around 60% in half an hour. However, the Samsung is faster to achieve a full charge, taking 75 minutes versus 102 minutes on the iPhone. Both phones support wireless charging, and the Galaxy also offers reverse wireless charging. And now the cameras. The iPhone 16 has two on the back, a 48-megapixel main cam and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera with autofocus. The Galaxy S24 has a more versatile setup. There's a 50 megapixel main cam, a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto, and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. During the day, the iPhone 16 does a better job, producing better looking stills with its main and ultra-wide cameras. The photos come out sharper and more detailed than the Galaxy's. However, the Galaxy does have livelier and more likable colors. Another difference is that the iPhone's ultra-wide camera has autofocus, which means you can take macro close-up shots with it. They're very clean and detailed. The S24 does have the advantage when it comes to zooming, thanks to its dedicated telephoto camera. However, the 2x digital zoom on the iPhone is still quite solid. At night, we see the same trends. The iPhone 16 produces sharper, more detailed, and cleaner looking photos, with less noise than the Galaxy S24. The two phones' selfie cameras are well matched, with both phones sporting 12 megapixel sensors and autofocus. Unlike the iPhone, the Galaxy S24 can record videos in 8K resolution, as well as 4K 120fps slow-mo. Anyway, 4K videos from the iPhone are better overall in quality. They have more detail, and the processing and colors are more natural looking than the Galaxy's. The iPhone's 2x zoom video is quite nice, even if it doesn't match the detail and sharpness you get from the Galaxy's dedicated 3x zoom. And here's a comparison of ultra-wide video from either phone. And at night, the two phones' main cameras both produce good 4K videos. So there you have it guys, Apple's iPhone 16 and Samsung's Galaxy S24. Both phones are the same size, with a compact and durable build. They provide flagship-grade chipset performance and AI-based software features. The iPhone provides you with longer battery life, and you get an autofocusing ultra-wide and better camera quality overall. Its speakers sound nicer, and its waterproofing is rated higher. You get hardware keys for shortcuts and controlling the cameras. And there's secure face unlock, and the dynamic island functionality. However, the S24 has a high refresh rate display, which is slightly larger and has a smaller cutout. There's a dedicated telephoto camera and support for 8K video recording and 4K 120fps slow-mo. The phone charges faster to full, and there's reverse wireless charging. There's an under-display fingerprint reader, and the S24 is considerably less expensive. The iPhone has a few solid advantages, like the longer battery life and better camera quality. However, it's also a lot more expensive. Putting the Android versus iOS debate aside, the cheaper S24 sounds like the better deal with this optical zoom and buttery smooth screen. But let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.